I'm Lorelei Lacey,
And I'm Kim Lacey.
and together we're Lacey Squared, and we're your friendly yearbook advisors. And this is your Welcome to Yearbook video.
Welcome.
We're really glad that you're here. Yearbook's an experience like no other. You're going to be part of something that's going to be part of history forever.
But it's going to take work, and we're going to have to do that as a team, because if we do it together, no one's going to feel overwhelmed, and we're going to be able to meet all our deadlines.
True facts. So some things that we just need to be upfront about right from the bat. We have some expectations. One of them is that you're going to see through any commitments that you make.
Okay? If you're assigned a page spread, then it's your responsibility. If you don't come through, that directly impacts someone else or several someone else's on the team. It's not like math class where if you don't do your homework, you only hurt yourself.
True facts. If you need grace, you're going to ask for it. So something's going to happen at some point. You're going to get sick. Someone else will get sick. You're going to have a huge English project. Whatever, life happens. If something is going on and you need help and grace, you're going to ask for it and say it before the team.
And you're going to talk to us about little things before they become big things. If something's bothering you, something comes up, you need a little help with something, ask and we can fix it while it's still small.
True facts. So we're starting off as a team, yes, but
we're building a family.
we are. But for the record, like we're going for like nice and happy and loving,
not dysfunctional.
So what do we promise? We promise to do everything that we can to support you. We're going to teach you anything that we expect you to be able to do, which includes but not limited to using the fancy cameras, getting yourself around the layout program that we build the yearbook in, and understanding Photoshop a little bit.
Okay. And we're going to check in frequently with the team for feedback. The goal is to try to get consensus whenever possible. Just so you know, though, it's not going to be possible in every single situation. We're going to do our best.
True facts.
Okay.
And we're your pit crew, so we're going to be in the background trying to do everything we can to support you as you build your book.
And we're going to feed you a lot.
That's true facts, too. A lot of feeding. So what do we expect of you? So there are some main components to making our class and our team successful. One of them is that you need to attend class regularly.
You're going to need to take photographs of school events and activities.
We'll be interviewing probably more students about their events, their activities that they're participating in.
Then you're going to need to organize the photographs and the stories together in a way that ties into the entire theme of the book.
And then we're going to generate some income, some revenue that helps us make the creative decisions that we'd like to make. So attendance. Attendance is a big deal. Really, truly, this is a job. Think of it like a part-time job. So there is work that is happening every single class. If you're not able to come to a class, it's expected that you're going to explain that, and hopefully prior to class. So just like a shift, if you can't make a shift at work, you got to call in. You need to let us know. So either personally or your family.
Yeah, it's easier to plan for you not being here than it is to try to scramble around later on.
Yep.
Okay.
So on top of that, there's a lot of communication that happens among the team, and not all of it happens in class. There's actually a fair amount of stuff that happens outside of class.
We use WhatsApp regularly. We communicate with the team, and you guys communicate with each other. There's photography updates, celebrations, announcements.
Lots of puppy pictures.
Everything important. What letter day is it? Anything you could need to know, we're helping you out on there. Okay.
And it'll be the primary way that you'll get a hold of us outside of class too. So if you need something and you have sent me a message, you really can expect to hear from me within the day, but it's usually a whole lot faster than that.
And she's much faster.
As long as it's before 9. Like, I'm in bed. I'm old. Okay. So on your side, listen, we don't expect that you are yearbooking all day, every day. But there should be and people that you reply back to should be like your family, your BFF, and then like Lacey Squared. We should be right there. So do not leave us left open on red.
Leave us in your top 3 friends.
Yes, we should be right up there.
Okay.
So photography.
Yep, we're going to have an ongoing schedule of events that need to be photographed during the year. So you should plan on being responsible for 1 athletic event per season, so fall, winter, spring, and 1 extracurricular or school event per season, National Society, Honor Society induction, etc. So
you can get yourself to and from the event. If you need help problem solving that, we've got choices, there's late buses, there's carpooling, and there's opportunity to do more than that if you want, but no one should feel like they need to be after school a ton in yearbook.
No. We're going to tell the stories of the school community, and we take that seriously. So you're going to be in charge of contacting students to interview them about what's going on. Face to face, you can talk to them.
Sometimes.
Okay? And then you may just use a Google form where they've already sent you the information.
Yep. And then we'll do some writing. We're going to take that information that we've gotten and we're going to write about it on our spreads and make sure that we're sharing the stories of our students.
Mm-hmm. Layout and design. This is the fun part here, right? So you're going to have a lot of latitude with your personal spread, but there's a big asterisk. Okay? It's easy to get tunnel vision while you're working on your page, and we need to make sure that the book flows and all the pages go together.
Okay? So that's the job of the editors. They will make sure that everybody is kind of flowing as a bigger unit, and that you are fitting in with the theme. So the closer you're staying with the theme, the less editing that your book likely will, or your page rather, will likely need.
You're going to be roughly responsible for creating 3 to 4 spreads on your own in the yearbook. You'll help with portrait and ad pages, okay? And the work's going to be spread equally across each deadline. Editors get a little less because after you're done, they have work to do.
Yeah, they have work on the back end. So we have 4 deadlines: November, January, February, and March. And then the book of the year will be finished. And then it has to be printed so it can come back in June to be delivered. And when that happens, then we start putting our attention towards the next year's book. So you'll actually have input and be able to participate with 2
different
books
years
that you're here, which is a lot of fun. So we keep talking about this theme thing.
Yeah, a theme is a collection of visual and verbal elements that tie the book together as a whole. And it can look like a lot of different things. Wordplay with your headings,
sometimes colors, sometimes textures.
Patterns. Okay.
It's the skeleton. It is what's holding this. That's the structure of the book that's holding it together. It's what helps your page feel like it belongs with the page before and after.
But you're gonna have wiggle room in how you hang your clothes in the closet. Okay?
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so deadlines, like they're for real.
They're for real.
Here, so a thing. So if you miss a deadline, you back up the process, and so it makes a cranky workload for the editors. If we don't get our pages done in time, the printer can't print, which means our shipment is delayed and it costs us money. So we just don't do that. It's not a thing.
We don't do that.
It's not a thing.
Okay.
So we're going to be generating some ad revenue, which is, a lot of people are kind of, well, why are we generating revenue? We're selling the books. Well, we are. But yearbooks are expensive.
Yeah, printing the yearbook's expensive.
Yeah.
So on average, a copy of a yearbook is $75 to $80, depending on the length, the feature, what kind of cover we choose. So the ad revenue allows us to offer it below cost to the community. So we get you a nice book and we make it less expensive.
Yeah, and we've been able to do that every year that we've been advising this program, which is really great. So we're keeping that up. So, important life lessons. It is so much more fun to not be broke. It just is.
So much more fun.
You have more choices. You get to be more creative. And so the relationships that we have with our community businesses is what supports those creative decisions that you want. So we all pitch in together. You will probably need to contact a business throughout the year. But anybody that you are contacting, the program already has, and they're already someone we have a relationship with. So you're just following up.
So we're all going to pitch in and we're all going to get ads.
Absolutely.
It's going to be fine.
Good stuff. Money's good.
Okay.
All right, so some other random things just in no particular order. You really do not need very much in terms of supplies for your book, but you need some sort of note-taking situation, whether it's electronic or paper. Up to you, doesn't matter.
Totally up to you.
Just something.
Yeah. You're going to need a mouse for your computer for real. Touching the little tab, the little pad. A mouse. You need a mouse.
So really, most of the work that you're doing on your spread will happen here in class. But if you do need to work on it at home for whatever reason, you have to use a mouse. Like that touchscreen is not a thing for design and layout. That's it. We will take care of all the photography equipment. We have a really robust and awesome inventory of equipment that you'll have access to. We take care of everything else.
And then we just need you.
Yeah. Everybody always wants to know how grading is going to work out. So there's a couple of pieces to that. There is a weekly check-in that will be graded every week. There's our task management side is kind of our home base, what you're in charge of, what everybody's in charge of. And there's a check-in there, so you'll do that weekly.
Yep. And then you're going to be graded for anything that was your personal responsibility. So if you are doing the page layout, if you're booking an advertisement, whatever you had to do is going to be part of your grade also.
Everybody totally can have an A. Okay.
If you all have an A, it means we're doing something right.
So
all A's is good.
There's no curve. And if there's some sort of problem, you're going to know about it way before it hits school tool. We will have talked about it. We will try to solve it. And if we can't, we will call your family and help them. So.
And deadlines aren't going to feel horrible. We're going to make mini deadlines. We're going to break down your assignments into manageable chunks. Each chunk will have its own deadline.
Yes.
So when the real deadline gets here, it feels like, nothing.
A non-event. That's the way we like it.
Okay.
So a brief moment for an unfortunate and unpleasant conversation, but so yearbook is a full year commitment. We do expect that when you sign up that you're going to be here through the entire year. But if something unexpected and unfortunate happens, there is a required exit plan to leave prior to that time. So you have to do these 4 steps.
Okay, so step 1, you must inform Lacey Squared personally. You don't have to catch both of us, but you should talk to one or the other of us. That's how the world works. So you want to leave your job, you got to tell your boss, or you don't get your last paycheck.
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna have a conversation with your family. So we really want you to not leave.
So we want to keep you. Yeah.
So if we can do anything at all to help problem solve whatever's going on, we really want to do that.
If we can't, anything you're working on, all your designated tasks have to be given to somebody else to finish.
Yeah.
So you're going to be responsible for giving them all your notes, all your information, so they can complete any spread you have left to work on. Okay?
And then obviously, if you have any yearbook equipment, it's got to come back before you get to go. So once those 4 things are done, we will contact the counseling department and approve the drop request, and we will be very sad that you've had to leave early.
Okay.
Back to happy things.
Yes, our overall goals.
So,
we want to celebrate our seniors and tell as many of their stories as possible.
Yeah.
But we also want to talk about underclassmen.
Yeah.
We want to create a culture where underclassmen feel the book is about them too. And I think we've been doing that.
We really strive to have every Polymer student in the book 3 times. But that doesn't happen accidentally. So we really have to be deliberate about reaching out and finding those kids.
And then we want $11,000 in ad revenue. That's our goal, to start us where we want and let us make some good decisions. So ideally, that's by October 1st, but we really do need it by December 31st.
And they really are. We're maintaining that. That is what our revenue is each year. So we're just maintaining those relationships, those accounts. And we're going to have a nice, relaxed, and peaceful week every week before deadline. That is a beautiful thing. And if you're not early, you're late. Be early.
Okay.
So that is not everything, but that is certainly more than enough for our very first meeting, and it is time to digest. We hope that you are still in after that. It's not meant to be scary, but it's good to just have that upfront conversation before we dive in. The secret word is Captain America. You're going to need that for the Google form we're going to send you. If you have any questions, you can email us at yearbook@cssdapps.org. And we're
so happy to have you.
Yes. Bye.